Hello everyone, you're watching sqadia.com and I am Dr. Hamad Haider. Suppose a child around 10, 11 years old comes to you with an intermittent right or left knee pain. This pain gets aggravated when he is actually playing, especially he is a very avid football player and he wants to continue his career as a soccer player, and he idolizes players like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. But the parents come in and say that whenever he is playing, after some times he starts having pain, which is sometimes associated with swelling of the knee joint as well. What would be your suspicion if in this kind of a skeletal immature child who comes with intermittent knee pain, often on fusion of the knee joint, along with the uh, especially with this pain and fusion gets aggravated when he or she is actually doing some kind of an activity? Wouldn't the osteochondritis dissecans would be the first thing which comes to your mind? Probably yes. And today we'll be also discussing this same topic, which is osteochondritis dissecans. And what exactly is osteochondritis dissecans? It's basically two words. It's osteo means bone and chondritis means cartilage. Now, the problem is of the cartilage as well as underlying subchondral bone. And this may present with varied etiology as well as the presentation of the symptoms may vary widely as well. Not all children usually present with pain, intermittent pain, effusions, and there may be only mild symptoms like locking, catching, or there may be only effusion only, and there may be no pain at all as well. But usually the most common signs, symptoms, which is actually related to activity. Usually these skeletal immature children, they come up and this would, according to the parents, the problem gets aggravated after playing or doing some kind of an activity. And that is a clue that most likely it's going towards the osteochondritis dissecans. But then again, it's not a disease of children. It can present in adults as well, and it can present in young adults as well as in old adults as well, with varied presentation as well. And sometimes it's mimic diseases other like meniscal injuries as well. So whenever a patient comes to you with intermittent knee pain, fusion, along with other diagnoses, other differentials, one must keep osteochondritis dissecans in mind as well. If you see this x-ray, does this look normal to you? This is an AP view of a left knee joint. If you appreciate clearly, there's nothing wrong with the tibia. Patella seems to be fine. Although you cannot comment on patella alta or baja on AP view, but at least it looks normal. The fibula is normal. But if you appreciate the medial femoral condyle over here, can you appreciate something right over here? Yes, there is a lesion which is actually increased sclerosis is there in the subchondral bone. Along with, you can appreciate lucencies over around sided. This means this the subchondral bone along with the cartilage has actually separated out of the normal bone. The most common area for the osteochondritis dissecans to present is at the posterior lateral aspect of the medial femoral condyle. Usually, and it presents with this kind of lesion in which this the osteochondral element along with the cartilage is actually been broken out of the normal bone, and you can appreciate a lucency around it. Although this is not the only place, it can present in the lateral femoral condyle as well. Sometimes it can present under the patellar surface as well. And then there are other areas in our body as well where the same lesion actually can present with different symptoms, etiology as well. For example, these children sometimes can come with elbow pain as well, and when underlying are investigated, this is actually osteochondritis dissecans of the capitulum, which is a bone in our elbow joint. On the other hand, when the foot and ankle symptoms are more predominant, the child can have osteochondritis dissecans of the talus as well. And there is no exactly one place in the talus where it can present. It can present on different, it can present in dome, neck, or even the posterior aspect of the talus. But when we are talking about knee, The most common presentation of osteochondritis dissecans is usually in the knee, and in knee it's about 60 to 70% is around the posterior lateral aspect of the medial femoral condyle, which can be appreciated over here as well. This is, you can appreciate this, although on X-ray it looks a very small lesion, but once we get an MRI we would appreciate that it sometimes may, a very large lesion may look very simple and benign, but usually it's a very large lesion, because once we get an MRI we have a 3D idea of exactly what is happening to the lesion.